post, so they won't work, but just pretend. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask each of you guys 5 questions, one at a time. You just write whatever you feel is the, there's really no right answer, but your answers are definitely wrong, actually, is the point of the game. So don't worry about it if you're wrong. But I'm going to try a new thing here. After you write your answer, I'm going to ask you to step forward to the microphone, and I'm going to ask you what your answer is, and you can say it to the crowd. Why not? That sounds good, right? They do that shit on TV. The Italian market. That's where we are. You're in the Italian market, you're hungry. Where do you go to grab a bite to eat? Should be pretty fucking easy. Remember that thing about how I want you guys to step up to the microphone? I think it's a bad idea. Just let me see your answers. I'll read them out.
It says restaurant.
It's a very good idea. Very snarky. You're very, very sarcastic gentleman. I like that. You probably have a job that you don't like or something like that. Where talents are unappreciated and your boss doesn't really like your back talk, so you complain to your girlfriend on G-Chat. I get it. Number 2. The Bruno Brothers. Follow-up question. What the hell can you eat at the Bruno Brothers?
They have plenty of sandwiches there.
They have sandwiches?
Yeah. Cheese.
I thought they had cheese, which is inedible.
I swear to God, I've had sandwiches.
I've never eaten cheese. It looks very weird. It comes in a wheel.
That's a cheesesteak because it's close.
Close to the Italian market. A lot of things are close to the Italian market. Duck boat tours are close to the Italian market. Patch cheesesteaks. I mean, you realize you're sucking up actually to the home crowd here. This is Patch cheesesteaks royalty here. What did you say, the Brunos? That was at least the store. You get a point. Next question. This is in the category of the Tartaglias are called the Browns. You to change your name to for unspecified reasons. What would you change your name to? Whatever you want. It could be a sentence. I don't care. Pick a name. I got a funny story about a name. I knew this Indian guy. His name was Charlton Heston. It's not making a joke. And I said to him, he's like, how the hell did you get that name? He's like, my parents are big fans of the movie 10 Commandments, so they named me Charlton Heston. So then I told my friend Moses, who's also Indian, I'm like, I met this asshole. His name's Charlton Heston, and he told me that his parents named him that after the movie The 10 Commandments, and he starts laughing hysterically. I'm like, what's the problem? He goes, my parents named me Moses after the 10 Commandments. So that's true. That's why it's not funny. Number 1, sir.
Smith.
Smith. First name, last name, one name.
One name.
You watch a lot of Sex in the City with your girlfriend that you G-chat with about your snarky comments? Yeah, me too. Go ahead.
Sucking up.
Pat Kelly. It's a terrible name. My dad is so original. His name's Pat Kelly, his dad's name's Pat Kelly. It's a big pain in the ass. I'm sure you guys deal with that. When you're a little kid and you have a voice like a woman, it doesn't matter. But when you start talking like a man, things get confused. Also, it's like try getting in an email. Like try getting an AOL, whatever. I'm dating myself with the AOL. For people who don't know, it used to be what the internet was called. This category is called racism. Oh, what's your name? No, go ahead. Pat Kelly is a terrible name.
Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good. That reminds me of this asshole named Johnny Goodtimes that I know, so really don't like that at all. Who said Pat Kelly? I like that. You get a point. The category of racism. Name something Mexicans do that annoy the Tartaglias. Might be nothing. I don't know. That's a presumptive question. Maybe they're annoyed that they make better cheesesteaks than the cats. I don't know. You, sir, let's start with you since I ignored you last time.
Everything.
Everything. Everything is something. Number 2.
Take over the time.
Take over the... That's so literal. Were you a good student? Harper, that's a good answer. It's very, like, you know, straight to the point. Like,
I went to mine.
yeah, you had to memorize. Basically, you got A's because you memorized, like, St. Rebecca's feast day and shit. Really useful. It's like second to trigonometry. What do you got?
Work near them.
Work near them. I like that answer. The correct answer... I don't know. Probably everything's the correct answer. It's a funny question. Shitty answers. All 3 of you get a point. Next question. Joe Brown Sr. sells little diseased turtles to school children. If you could sell any type of animal, diseased or healthy, what type of animal would you sell? A little spin on the what type of animal are you thing. Don't ask Doogie what type of animal he wants to be. Get you kicked off of American Idol. It's actually a really funny joke. One of my favorite jokes. He fucks Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles. What do you got there? Bears. You want to sell bears. Have you ever met a fucking bear? Brown bear, Kodiak, grizzly. Difficult to sell. You're up for a good... I like this guy. He's a challenge. You can get a lot of money for a bear. I knew this Pakistani girl, her dad dealt weapons, and I said, is that lucrative? She's like, well, you know how you sell a Mercedes-Benz, you maybe make 25 grand? I said, yeah. She's like, it's much more for a Scud missile. That's also true. She also told me some crazy shit about you have like 40,000 fire beings, smokeless fire beings floating around you right now. We all do. It's in the Quran. Look into it. Number 2. You got nothing. You don't know what type of animal you want to sell? I'm not going into business with you. Number 1, sir.
That's the dog.
Yeah, pretty pedestrian. I sell dogs. Wow. Who the fuck's gonna buy a dog? Aren't they free? I put a dead cat in my trash can last month. Trash guys took it. I'm going to give them Christmas bonuses for that. I really worry about that cat. I hope he's enjoying his time in the landfill. Is there a landfill? Anyway, go ahead, Chris. What do you got? You come up with an animal?
I'll say flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel.
Squirrels, and you have to multiple, sell one.
Flying squirrels.
Yeah.
All right, you win. I'll buy a flying squirrel. You call me when you got that. All right, we're almost done here. One more question. If you were Frank Tartaglia and you were sued for making Goodfellas the musical, what other movie might you adapt into a musical? Remember, this is a guy who makes money from his brother yelling at him. Let's see what you got. This is the last question. It's worth 100 points. Whoever gets it wins. Chicago. That's already a fucking musical, man. Oh, wait. Do you mean the movie about the Great Chicago Fire from like 1912?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was Titanic before there was Titanic. I think it's called Old Chicago Town. Casino. Yeah. You don't have a good imagination, do you, Chris? Go ahead.
The Fico brothers, because they're fucking hilarious.
They're not a movie, though. I do also love the Fico brothers. They're both ugly and handsome.